Heavily armed federal authorities staging coordinated coast-to-coast raids at properties belonging to music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Homeland Security investigations teams seen descending on his multi-million-dollar home in Los Angeles, going room to room and hauling away boxes. Across the country, more investigators swarmed the rapper's property in a wealthy section of Miami, appearing to carry out a laptop. Multiple sources tell NBC News Combs was in Miami during the searches and had several phones seized before he was scheduled to leave for a trip to the Bahamas.
The speed at which it appears these raids were conducted suggests that agents were concerned that they needed to secure evidence quickly and prevent anyone from destroying evidence before they got there.
The raids, which lasted into the night, carried out on search warrants out of New York, connected to an investigation into allegations of sex trafficking, according to a source familiar with the matter. The source also telling NBC News multiple witnesses have been interviewed by prosecutors and investigators in relation to Combs, who is facing an onslaught of civil lawsuits alleging sexual assault, sex trafficking, and the illegal distribution of guns and drugs. Among his accusers, Rodney Little Rod Jones, a music producer who originally filed a lawsuit against Combs in February. Jones alleged that Combs forced him to procure sex workers and pressured him to engage in sex acts with them. Now, Jones has amended that civil suit after the raid, adding Oscar-winning actor Cuba Gooding Jr. as a defendant, alleging that Gooding groped Jones while on Combs' yacht. Representatives for Gooding did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Another prominent accuser, former longtime partner and R&B singer Cassie.
Cassie, for holding me down in the dark times. Love.
Last November, she accused Combs of physically and sexually abusing her for years. The case was settled a day after the civil suit was filed for an undisclosed amount. Combs' attorney adding that the settlement was in no way an admission of wrongdoing. And since Cassie's suit, as we've covered, several others have come forward leveling similar accusations. Combs has vehemently denied all of those. We have reached out to him for comment, but have not heard back.
Emily, thank you.
Thank you.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which is to say in the Paleo-Hebrew, Yahweh, which is the name of our Heavenly Father, meaning He is, Bahashem, meaning in the name, Yahweh Shai, meaning He is our salvation, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, a so-called black man. Diddy on the run. Diddy on the run, okay? And as you can see and tell from the video, the clip that was just played, you know, they have this guy on the ropes, you know, they have him, you know, right where they want him at, whether he's innocent or not. Just the allegations alone can, you know, taint his name, okay? And this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 29, verse 5. It reads, till he have received, he will kiss a man's hand. And it should be, you know, he will kiss a man's ass, because Esau Edom, you know, at the time when he presents these deals and these contracts with you, you know, he does whatever it is to get you to sign, you know, that contract, okay? Whether it's, you know, be nice to you, show all kind of kindness, do whatever, okay, to lure you into a false sense of security. So it says, till he have received, okay? And that's what you have to understand. Till he have received whatever it is that he is looking for, he will do whatever it takes to get you to, you know, come after, learn after, or do whatever it is to practice the teachings that he have for you or have in store for you. It says he will kiss a man's hand. Okay, he'll show you all the type of things you want to see. He'll give you all the compliments you want to hear. He'll do whatever it is to get you to receive whatever it is that he's, you know, selling to you. It says, and for his neighbor's money, he will speak submissively, right? And, you know, as members of Diddy team, whether it's, you know, the artists that Diddy had, you know, or the people that was signed under Diddy's label, you know, this man, he will what? He will speak submissively, okay? So for him and his neighbor's money, he will speak submissively, okay? So Esau, Edom, you have to remember, this man is more subtle than any beast of the field, okay? And when you lie in bed with this beast, which it tells us you should not lie, with beasts like you lie with, woman, you're not supposed to lie, you're not supposed to get in bed with this beast, okay? You're not supposed to make contracts and deals with this beast. But, being in Esau, Edom's world, you trying to advance and get ahead, you sign contracts and you do deals with these people and you learn after the ways of the heathen. Now what? They come back and get you 10, 20, 30 years down the line when you think everything is all good. Now what? You got, allegations surfacing that's throwing dirt on your name, okay? This is how Esau, Edom rolls. He did it the same thing with R. Kelly. He did the same thing with Bill Cosby, okay? He lets accusations build up, so, you go on about your ways in your life and you think there's nothing to it. The next thing you know, he hits you with these accusations. And then what? He's raiding your houses, okay? Now for, the brothers in the truth and the elect, he's going to do the same thing, okay? He's going to roll on the elect pursuant to Isaiah the 59th chapter, the 19th verse, okay? But the only difference between us and these 2/3 is that what? We're going to have an advocate on our side who is Yahweh Shai, who's going to send up the prayers to our Heavenly Father, Yahweh. Okay, these people right here, these 2/3, they have no advocate, okay? They have nobody to, look out for them. So they're going to be subject to whatever, law that Esau, Edom wants to persecute them under. So it says, and for his neighbor's money, he will speak submissively. But when he should repay, he will prolong the time and return words of grief and complain of the time. Right. He's not going, uphold his end of the bargain. What is he going to do? He's just going to come out with these accusations. He's going to come and, throw your name in the mud and plaster it across all his mainstream media websites and his social media websites. And now he's going to have the people, the public, against you, okay? This is the same thing he's going to use against the prophets, okay? The servants of the Most High. When it's his time to roll on us, he's going to use the same tactics, okay? He's going to use videos that he's going to chop and screw and put them together. And, in the eye of the public, it's going to make it seem like we these hateful people, and he's going to be justified in the eyes of the public when he rolls, okay? We seen it all too many times. We're familiar with his strategy, okay? He lets the momentum build up, and then when he gets ready, he comes with these false accusations, whether they're false or not. He waits for a appointed time to go ahead and do these things. So it says from the top, till he have received, he will kiss a man's hand. And for his neighbor's money, he will speak submissively. Okay, so you see how, subtle and how he comes at you. He comes in a way of, I mean no harm, everything's all good. And at the point in time, you think nothing of it. I'm sure Diddy, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, all these people, when they were dealing with, these people back then in the, 80s and 90s and early 2000s, they thought nothing of it, okay? But now, Esau, Edom, through the times, because it tells you that, okay? He looks to wear out the saints, okay? He changes the times and laws, okay? And under his new times and laws, he can easily roll on whoever he wants and be justifiable, okay? That's the same thing he's going to do with the elect, okay? When he gets these new laws and these times under his belt, how he wants to set them up, he's going to roll, okay? But the only thing difference is the outcome isn't going to be the same. Like how he raided Diddy's house and how he set up Cosby after all those years, and how he waited for, R. Kelly, because this is what he does, man, okay? If you getting ready to collect your masters or whatever and you're not playing ball with him, he has dirt on you, okay? And when he gets ready to roll, that's it. Okay, it says what? But when he should repay, he will prolong the time and return words of grief and complain of the time. He's not going to never. He's not going to never, honor his agreements. Okay, you're never going to be able to get out from under your contracts with this man. That's what you have to realize. Okay, that's what these artists and these, A&R producers or whatever. That's what they have to realize. You cannot own your own masters. You cannot own anything, okay? He tells you these things just to get you to what? To get you to sign with him, to get you to, go along with him. And then when it's time for you to get out of your contracts, he has ways to, see about that it never happens. Look at Michael Jackson, okay? This man cannot be honored. He cannot be trusted. All right. And let's go there. Ecclesiasticus. Because you have to if you haven't learned by now, you ain't gonna never learn, man. So let's go there. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 10. It says, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Okay, he's never going to honor his contract. Okay, just look what he did with the Native Americans. All right, this man cannot be trusted. The sooner you figure that out, the better off you'll be. All right, no matter how well off you seem to be, no matter how many parties you have with him, you can never trust this man. All right, he puts you in predicaments so that why? So when it's time for you to when it's time for him to repay you back, he doesn't have to worry about repaying you because he's just gonna bring up dirt on you, okay? And this is what you're seeing, okay? There's nothing new under the sun, and he's gonna use something similar to this when he gets ready to roll on the service of the Most High. All right, we already know this, okay? Because why? We have an advocate and we have prophecy that tells us about this. This is Isaiah 59 and verse 19. And it says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. Okay, so we understand he's going to roll on us, okay? But we're not going to be, we're not going to be on the run, okay? He's going to lift up a standard against him, against this enemy, okay? Pitty Diddy, we call him Pitty Diddy. Pitty Diddy, he's on the run, okay? Whether he wants to, admit it or not, going to Antigua, whatever, he can't stand there and face this man, okay? But when he comes against us, the Most High is going to lift up a standard against him, okay? In righteousness, okay? So it says what? So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, speaking of those troops, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him, okay? So it's going to be a different outcome than what Pitty Diddy had, okay? Pitty Diddy, he had to get on the run, okay? But a standard of the Most High, he's going to lift up against this man when he comes in, because trust and believe this man is going to roll on the servants of the Most High, all right? And he's going to be justifiable in the eyes of the public. Why? Because he's going to build up a case just like he's done with so many, of the 2/3 in this world. From Michael, speaking of Jackson, to Cosby, speaking of Bill, to Kelly, speaking of Robert, to Diddy, speaking of Pitty Diddy, also known as Sean Combs, and the list goes on and on, okay? But you never hear about his counterparts as in, the list that was on Epstein Island, okay? And things of that nature. All those people on that list, you don't hear anything about that, okay? Why? Because they are the wicked, okay? But when you try to join hand with them, it doesn't work out well for you. So that's why it says in Ecclesiasticus 12:10, what? Never trust thy enemy. As if iron rusted, so is his wickedness, okay? So, the 2/3, they had to find out the hard way, man. They think because they on top for the time being that they're going to, ride off into the sunset and have no dirt thrown on their name. Okay, it don't work like that in this man's kingdom. Okay, he's the head, in charge for a reason. Okay, you're not going to get on his level, and that's speaking of Money Mayweather. Okay, doing these commercials for Israel, thinking that he's saving face because he's teaming up with supporting Israel. When they get through with him, they're going to throw his ass away to the side too. So although he speaks submissively and although he kisses your hand, what does it tell you? Let's go there. Because you got to learn about this man. You're going to learn about him one way or another. And these celebrities, they find out the hard way, man. This man can't be trusted. It's simple as that. This is Psalms 55:21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. So he talks to you submissively. He'll kiss your hand. But what? But war was in his heart. But on the back end, he has ulterior motives, okay? He only wants you for what he can use you for, all right? And these celebrities, they going to find out the hard way, man. And most of them going to be used up until that time when he has them to, bring forth that mark, because he's going to use a lot of these celebrities with clout, not just celebrities, but influencers as well, okay? He's going to, offer them the bag, as they say, to, promote this mark. And then next thing you know, on the back end, if they got dirt, they're going to put dirt on their name and bring out, accusations and things of that magnitude. Or, they're going to have to take that mark in order to get paid, okay? Either way they go, they're going to get destroyed, all right? It says what? The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were sulfur than oil, yet were they drawn swords, okay? This man does not honor his words, man. He has these, back end contracts, these deals that, when it's time for you to be, cut from your contract or whatever, he finds a way so that you don't, okay? Whether he taking you out, a la Michael Jackson, or whether it's accusations, a la Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and now Diddy, this man, he's not to be trusted, okay? And that's what's wrong with our people. Our people put trust in this man's system, okay? This man's system wasn't built to last forever. It has an expiration date, and we're at that expiration date, okay? So it says, where were we? 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. I mean, butter is smooth, man. It says, but war was in his heart, right? His words were sulfur than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So Pitty Diddy, he got to get it, whether it's, him serving real time or whether it's the accusations alone that's going, taint his reputation, that cause him not to do deals anymore, that's going to be it, okay? Because this man gets whatever he, wants, so to speak, for the time being. Because we know ultimately he going to get that ultimate judgment, all right? He ain't escaping for that judgment. So, he has his time, but, we coming to the end of it. So, Pitty Diddy, on the run, that's to be, expected here, especially with the 2/3, all right? Now, this is John 16, and this is what the 2/3 coming to find out, man. It says, these things have I spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation. So in the world, man, these 2/3, man, they're going to have tribulation. They have no peace. They have no comfort. They have no solace in knowing that there's something outside of this society, okay? Because why? They have hitched their wagon along with, this kingdom to its prosperity, which there's no more prosperity here in this land, okay? This land is coming to an end, all right? So expect to see more, okay? It says what? But be of good cheer. I have overcome the world, right? So Yahweh Shai has overcome this world, he has already, conquered death, okay? And he's coming back to, deliver us. So, we have comfort, we have peace in this word, these scriptures, okay? But what? These 2/3, they don't have that. Because why? They are in the world, okay? They have to continue to watch their back, although it seems, on the surface that they have everything, but, deep down, they're not fulfilled, man. They don't have, they don't have peace, okay? They don't. It's just what it is with this man's society. When you playing alongside with this man, you will never have peace, okay? No matter what the facade is that they put out for the public to, buy, it ain't what it is behind closed doors, okay? So it says what? These things have I spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Right, and that's why we in good cheer, because we know this world is getting ready to come to an end, man. The signs are showing, okay? The signs are showing. Now this is St. Luke 8:17. And it reads, for nothing is secret that should not be made manifest, neither anything hid that should not be known to come abroad. So whatever it is that you're doing, it's going to be brought to the light, man. So whether Diddy was doing it or not, it was going to be shown. And this man is going to use it to, benefit his cause, okay? All he do is just wait for the perfect time. So there's nothing secret that should not be made manifest, neither anything hid that should not be known to come abroad. So, whether it's Diddy on these accusations, R. Kelly on his, Cosby, and so on and so forth, this man will use it and bring it to the light, bring it to the, forefront where you're going to be exposed. And like I said, he's going to try to do the same thing and use these same tactics against the servants of the Most High, okay? But he's going to fail miserably, all right? He's going to fail miserably, because what he doesn't know is, is something waiting, okay? The Most High is going to lift up that standard, and it's going to get pretty interesting. Let's just leave it at that. It's going to get pretty interesting when the Most High, lift up that standard, okay? Now it says, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. So, it's to be expected, but what do you expect? When you got 2/3 that have no clue as to what time we in or what's going on, they're just living their life like, there's nothing, okay? But you got to be expected, okay? When you get in bed with this, with this beast, hey, it tells you. Let's see if I can look that up. Because the scriptures tell you about lying with, with the beast, okay? Give me 1 second. All right. Let's look at this up and see if we can find it. This is, let's go there. Leviticus 18:23. It says, neither shall thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion. So the scriptures tell us about lying down with the beast, okay? So when you make contracts and deals with this beast system and you lie down with it, what do you expect? Okay? You expect, the worst, okay? You're not supposed to defile yourself. When you sign these contracts and these deals and you partake in their parties and their rituals, you lying with the beast, okay? You putting yourself in a compromisable position where what? It can be used against you at a later time, okay? And when you don't have a hedge and you don't have the Most High protecting you, you're going to be giving up to this man. Simple as that, okay? Like I said, but for the, elect, that standard, we expecting him to roll on us. The only thing difference is we having somebody that's fighting for us, okay? We have an advocate in Yahushua. These 2/3, they don't have that, okay? So they subject to whatever it is that, this beast want to bring forth with them, okay? So, Pitty Diddy, he's on the run. And he got to be on the run because, this beast is looking for him, all right? And when they get him, like the attorney said, he could be facing some serious time, 10 to 15 years, all right? So, that's just what it is. Now, let's go ahead and close out with 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. It reads, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour." Right, and if he can get you to lie down in bed with him, and if he can, woo you and tell you all type of, empty promises and whisper sweet nothings in your ear and kiss your hand and, speak smooth things to you, he gonna do it, okay? Because why? He's just looking to use you for his cause, his purposes. And then when he through, he's gonna discard you and throw you away, okay? You're never gonna get what you got. You're never gonna get whatever it is that you're supposed to get from out of him. That's just how it is, okay? Just like when he get ready to implement this mark, okay? When you take that mark, that's it. You lie down in bed with this beast, okay? And you got to be put away. Those that lie down with beasts, the judgment is they have to be put away, okay? And you're gonna get put away by the way of those missiles when you lie with this beast, when you take his mark, okay? So all these 2/3 is a cautionary tale. What happens when you lie down with the beast, okay? There's nothing good that comes from it. So, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. And he's going to whisper sweet nothings in your ear to do just that. All right, so with that being said, I pray someone was edified through this lesson. And until the next time, if it be the good Lord's will, stay strong, stay in the faith. We almost home. Shalom. Peace.